that typically derails people from achieving their goals. And I have decided to call this thing the quickening. So the quickening is what happens whenever we start to take action towards our goals, whenever we start building that forward momentum and changing our life. Now, this could be a complete life transformation. It could be a section of your life, like maybe you're improving your health and fitness, or maybe you're doing new things in your finances to budget better, to make more money. Maybe you're growing your business, all those kinds of things. So you start to make this positive change, and all of a sudden you kind of get sideswiped. You get derailed. You have stuff come up that makes it seem like maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. And if you've ever experienced this, you know, things start going well, and then something, kind of takes you out, something derails you. I want you to go to the comments and let us know. Say, yes, this has happened to me. Because this is what stops a lot of people from achieving their goals. They take this as a sign from the universe, from God, that this isn't what they're meant to be doing. They get distracted, they get defeated, and they're just like, well, what is the point? And they go back into the comfort zone. But I want you to know that this isn't a sign that this isn't what you're meant to do. This isn't a sign that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, that this isn't, for you. What it is it's an opportunity. And let me explain. So as we start making this positive change, if there's stuff that we haven't dealt with yet, right? So we've got some emotional baggage still that we haven't dealt with. We've got some trauma that we haven't dealt with, some relationships where we're just not willing to set boundaries in. All of those things are going to, all of those things are going to come up. And they're coming up so that we can address them, so we can move to the next level of our evolution. It's not coming up to stop us. It's coming up so that we can get rid of all the other pieces of resistance that is going to stop us from staying at this next level. Because there are a ton of manifestation coaches and law of attraction coaches out there who teach the quantum leap, but they don't teach you how to keep it, right? And so what I see is people will leap and they'll make a little bit more money one month, or maybe a lot more money one month, and then they'll slide back to where they were. And it's because they haven't been taught how to keep it. They haven't been taught how to get rid of the lower vibe stuff that they can't take to the next level. So they get a taste of that next level, and then they slide back. Okay? So that's reason number one this happens. Reason number two is it's not a test. I don't believe the universe or God tests us. The universe, God, whoever you believe in, already knows that we are worthy. It already wants us to win. It is already moving things in our favor. However, it's giving us an opportunity to be who we say we're going to be. Because if we don't change in the process, we're not going to hold on to it, to whatever it is that we're creating or manifesting. And it's also, number two, it's not going to, we're not going to be grateful for it, right? We're not going to have the gratitude. If you get something easily, this is why the stat that I read the other day was that it takes one generation to build the wealth and then like 2 generations to destroy it. Because they didn't have to build it. It just got handed to them. And so they don't value or have any gratitude or appreciation for the wealth. And it's the same with anything that we create. If you just had a business handed to you that was successful, you didn't have to put in the effort. You didn't have to go through any transformation to get there. And so you're not going to value it or appreciate it to the level that you need to continue to grow it. So it's the universe giving us the opportunity to become the person that we say we want to be. Now, there are going to be things that happen in life, sickness, deaths in the family, all of that come up, and you have to take a step back, right? Maybe you're like, I don't have the capacity to heal or to grieve, and to do this other thing. So you might temporarily have to take a step back. But the key word there was that it's a temporary step back. We want to make sure that we are getting back on track as quickly as possible, that we're making plans to get back on track. And a lot of times people are like, I have to completely step away. But what if you don't? What if instead of moving forward 1 inch at a time, you cut it back to a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, right? And you still keep this little momentum going forward, but you're still making this forward progress. You're just not moving at the rate that you would be able to if you didn't have this other thing to navigate now. Okay, so we do what we can and move forward, even if it's just a tiny bit, even if it just feels like we're barely moving forward at all, but we're taking tiny little steps forward. That is still better than nothing. The other thing is that sometimes we feel like, well, I definitely can't continue with this. Like, what's the point? And there is a way for you to stay in it, right? So, for example, it might be that, maybe we've had times when Chad gets sick and we're right in the middle of a launch or something, and it would be easy to say, well, let's just postpone the launch. Let's just postpone this other thing. When we were moving to Tennessee, we had an Airbnb booked for a weekend. We had like 40 different pieces of land that we wanted to come and look at. And Chad got sick. And we were like, we're going to have to cancel. It's too late to get the money back on the Airbnb. So I guess we'll just cancel and lose that money. And we were like, you know what? He's going to sleep the whole weekend anyways. So he can sleep in the car while we're driving to all these different blocks of land. Most of the land, we don't even have to get out. Most of the land, we don't even have to get out and like go far from the car. And so that's what we did. And so a lot of times that we convince ourselves, I just can't move forward. But I would, first and foremost, I would encourage you to say, how can I move forward? Because the quality of our questions determines the quality of our life. And if we just say, oh, why is this happening to me again? We stay in victim mode. If we just say, I can't, we literally close off our mind to any opportunities that we might be able to continue to move forward. So if we ask, how could I make this work? And you might come up with some crazy ideas that just absolutely won't work, but at least you're opening and expanding your mind to how to continue. The other thing to do when this quickening comes up and derails you is to come back to the tools in the nervous system reset.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Cycle Breakers. This channel is dedicated to giving you the tools that you need to clear out the blocks holding you back so you can live the life that you desire. Now, before you go, as our special gift to you, we have our 7-day nervous system reset. These are the exact exercises that I give all of our clients in every single one of our programs to help them regulate their nervous system, to make that inner work and clearing out those mental blocks so much easier. The best part, it's absolutely free. Just click on the link in the description below and you'll get instant access.